Over the past 2 years, big tech has spent at a scale that would have seemed unimaginable just a decade ago. Billions on AI chips, billions on new data centers, billions on energy contracts, cooling systems, custom silicon, and model training. Capital expenditure lines and earnings reports have ballooned. Infrastructure budgets are climbing quarter after quarter. And yet, a growing question is surfacing across investors, analysts, and even consumers. If big tech is spending billions, where is the breakthrough? Why don't we see something as visibly transformative as the smartphone moment or the early internet boom? Why does so much investment feel incremental rather than revolutionary? The answer begins with understanding what kind of breakthrough is actually being pursued. Right now, most of big tech's spending is not aimed at creating flashy consumer gadgets. It is aimed at building infrastructure. Infrastructure breakthroughs are rarely cinematic. When companies build massive AI training clusters, upgrade networking fabrics, or secure long-term energy supply near nuclear plants, the impact is foundational, but invisible. Consumers do not see new hardware in their hands. They see slightly better chatbot responses or marginally improved productivity tools. But under the surface, the scale of compute capacity has changed dramatically. The first reason the breakthrough feels muted is that the industry is still in the scaling phase. AI models have improved significantly in reasoning, multimodal capabilities, and reliability. But many of these improvements are incremental rather than revolutionary from a user perspective. The jump from basic text generation to advanced contextual understanding was dramatic. The jump from very good to slightly better feels less noticeable. Yet achieving that slightly better often requires exponentially more compute and investment. In other words, costs are rising faster than visible output. The second reason is risk management. After early enthusiasm around AI deployments, companies have become more cautious. Regulatory scrutiny has increased. Enterprises demand compliance and reliability. Investors want stable margins, not uncontrolled experimentation. As a result, many product launches are more measured. Features are tested extensively before release. That slows the appearance of breakthroughs. Instead of bold, disruptive overhauls, companies are embedding AI gradually into existing products, email platforms, cloud dashboards, enterprise software suites. The changes are meaningful, but they are integrated into familiar workflows rather than replacing them entirely. Another key factor is monetization discipline. In the early days of a technological shift, companies often release groundbreaking products even before clear revenue models exist. Today, with higher interest rates and investor focus on profitability, big tech faces pressure to justify spending. That means prioritizing enterprise contracts, infrastructure stability, and margin protection over moonshot consumer experiments. The spending is strategic, but conservative. There is also the law of diminishing returns. Early technological leaps are easier. Going from dial-up internet to broadband was transformative. Going from 4G to 5G improved performance, but did not change daily life as dramatically. I may be experiencing a similar dynamic. The first wave, natural language generation, generative imagery, real-time transcription, felt magical. The next wave involves reliability, domain specialization, and integration into enterprise systems. These improvements matter for productivity, but they are less visually spectacular. Another reason the breakthrough feels elusive is hardware constraint. Despite massive spending, chip supply remains tight. Energy capacity is stretched. Data center construction takes years. Cooling technology must evolve alongside chip density. Big tech is spending heavily not just to innovate, but to overcome bottlenecks. When billions are allocated to securing transformers, upgrading substations, or improving thermal management, the result is resilience. Infrastructure investment is necessary for breakthroughs, but it does not instantly create them. There is also a strategic recalibration underway. During earlier tech waves, companies often pursued rapid expansion at the expense of efficiency. In 2026, efficiency is a boardroom priority. CFO influence has grown. Capital allocation is scrutinized carefully. Spending is concentrated on projects with measurable return potential. Experimental consumer hardware, ambitious virtual worlds, and speculative side projects receive more cautious. This reduces the number of dramatic public announcements. At the same time, breakthroughs may be happening in less visible domains. AI-assisted drug discovery, advanced robotics automation, energy optimization systems, and cybersecurity defenses are advancing quietly. These areas require years of testing and regulatory clearance before widespread adoption. The impact may be profound, but it unfolds slowly. Another overlooked factor is expectation inflation. After years of rapid digital transformation, audiences expect constant disruption. When breakthroughs become normalized, they feel less dramatic. Voice assistants, once astonishing, are now routine. Image generation, once viral, is now embedded in design software. Productivity co-pilots are becoming standard features. When innovation becomes expected, even significant advances feel incremental. So where is the breakthrough? It may not arrive as a single product moment. Instead, it may emerge as cumulative integration. AI embedded across enterprise software. Automation woven into logistics networks. On-device intelligence in laptops and smartphones. Grid optimization powered by machine learning. These changes compound over time. The billions being spent today are building capacity. Custom silicon reduces dependency on external suppliers. Advanced cooling enables denser compute clusters. Energy investments ensure reliable scaling. Regulatory compliance frameworks prepare products for enterprise adoption. Breakthroughs often require groundwork that is invisible in the moment. The smartphone revolution felt sudden, but it was built on decades of semiconductor advancement, battery improvement, and wireless infrastructure expansion. Similarly, today's AI spending may be laying foundations for a more transformative phase. Autonomous systems, real-time multimodal assistance, still maturing behind the scenes. Why big tech is spending billions without a visible breakthrough comes down to timing. Investors may grow impatient. Consumers may wonder why improvements feel modest relative to investment size. But large-scale technological shifts often move in waves. The first wave excites. The second wave stabilizes. The third wave restructures industries. If the current spending surge successfully expands compute capacity, secures energy supply, and embeds AI into enterprise systems, the visible breakthrough may follow. For now, the billions are not buying spectacle. They are buying capability. And in technology, capability often precedes the moment when everything changes.